Attention, everybody. The views and opinions expressed on the show are not necessarily those of Axe Ministry, Axe Media Group, and or their affiliate and subordinate ministries and or nonprofits.
And good morning. You're listening to The Morning Mouth. I'm your host, Johnny Rooster.
And I'm Pastor Matt.
That's right. We're listening and talking and enjoying life together on this Friday morning. We're going to be talking to somebody very politically on a political election year. In fact, did you know, Matt, that this coming Tuesday, August 4, is the primary election?
Ooh.
Yes, so it's not for primates, it's for primaries, okay?
August 4th?
That's August 4th. A lot of people get in the summer mode and they forget all about politics, or they see the yard signs everywhere. Have you seen them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you can't get away from them. They're just all over. But we got a big sign up here. Looks like the logo of a very popular beverage, but it says corruption.
Enjoy Corruption USA.
Enjoy corruption. And we're talking about politics, and a lot of people get
We
caught up.
We forgot to write over it. We were supposed to type something over it, but I guess.
Yeah, but
whoops.
oh
well.
we're learning. We're new, Yeah, actually, we've been around so long, we just forget the good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Tell you what, Johnny Rooster, I'm your host. This is Pastor Matt. We're going to be talking to a politician, and we're going to find out the corruption, all about the idea that people have about politics. And one of them, Pastor Matt, came up recently was politicians get all this money, and they have this full-time income, and all they do is just work in our state capital for us is Jefferson City, Missouri.
Yeah.
And our state representatives just work in a session from January to May. So they really get bent out of shape thinking these politicians are just in there for the big bucks. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people are thinking, well, you know what? That might be true. So we're going to set the record straight and find out. We're going to uncover the political chaos or the confusion. And really, we're going to dig out we're going to call a politician, if you want to call him that. He's a state representative that is term limiting out.
Oh.
He's been there a long time, so he should know what's
Term limiting out.
Yes, he's been there a long time. His name is State Representative Lynn Morris from the 140th District. Are you on the line now, Lynn Morris?
Hey, good morning. Yes, I am.
Yes, he is. Well, that's good. Now, I'll set this up and say, Johnny Rooster, I have been a friend of Lynn Morris for some time, but a lot of people are calling him a politician, rightly so, because he's in that field, but they're getting things mixed up about how politicians are paid, why they're paid, are they in it for the money? So just keeping your answers light and brief and enough where people can understand, why do they think that politicians get a full-time income on a part-time job?
Well, I think a lot of people in Missouri get, and maybe all over the country, I don't know, but in Missouri, I think people get us confused, state representatives confused with their congressmen. So, the Congress gets paid a lot of money. We don't get paid very much money at all. In fact, I thought I was paid more. I just looked it up, and I paid $2,000 less than I thought I was being paid.
So what is?
We'll tell the audience what it is.
Go ahead. What is the annual salary for a state representative?
The annual salary is $35,915.
$35,915.
$915. So less than $36,000.
Okay.
I thought I was making $37,000, but I've never seen my checks. So in my 8 years, in my 8 years, my wife has always seen the checks.
She sees the checks. So. It's just like real life.
Oh yeah. This is real life.
You mentioned Congress. Now, how much does Congress make? How much does our congressman make?
I don't want to misspeak, but I know they make well over 100,000. So probably 160, 180, something like that.
Are the
senators probably make more?
Well, are the workloads similar as far as your session? Tell us what the Constitution says, and why do you work part of the year instead of all year, or what's the real story behind that?
Right. I think this has been this way for as long as I know. Our Constitution has always said this. So the session starts in January after the first of the year, and it ends before the end of May. So we basically work about a 5-month period in Jefferson City, working on the budget, which is the only item that is constitutionally required of us. If we pass no bills, which a lot of people would say that'd be a great thing, and if we pass no bills, we still have to pass the Constitution, a balanced Constitution budget every year.
So that's your big objective, is to pass that balanced budget every year. But taking between January and early May, some would say, well, $36,000 is not a lot of money, but it's pretty good for a few months. But what do they not realize? What are they missing?
But they don't realize what we do. So, we are called back up at the governor's wishes. So right now we are in a special session. We also have veto session in September every year. There'll be no bills to veto this year, so we're going to go back up and work on some more bills again. We work constituent work every day that we're home. We better be. I am. And so right now I'm getting ready. As soon as we hang up here, I've got to make several calls again. I've got to call Department of Labor on 2 different people because I did 3 this morning, and I've got 2 this afternoon for unemployment issues.
Okay, but now it's the middle of the summer, and you're still making those kind of calls. I thought you wrapped it up in May.
No, that's just the session. The session is just through, and you're still doing constituent work all the time. We go to meetings all the time. There was a Right to Life meeting last night, Medicaid expansion meeting last night. I mean, you've got to keep educating yourself, going to meetings, representing people. Go drive your district, and that's what I do, just to meet people all the time. I mean, Lynn, we're working all the time.
So you've got during the session, what's your schedule like? You got to leave the house where you live in Southwest Missouri and go to Jeff City. When do you return home every week?
Right. It takes good question. It takes 2 hours and 20 minutes from where I live in Nixa to get to Jefferson City parking lot. 2 hours and 20 minutes. And so we leave on Monday morning, and we come back on Thursday evening. Now, occasionally, towards the end of the session, we may not get back until Friday. The latest we got back was Friday about 8 o'clock at night. But most usually we get back on Thursday evening.
Okay, so you're doing a Monday through Thursday, but you're out of town. So where do you stay overnight?
Everybody stays different places. I stay at a hotel. Some people stay in homes. Some people, some of the guys will share 3 or 4 people to a home or duplex or whatever. Some sleep on the floor, believe it or not, just on a mattress.
Wow.
I prefer not to do that. I did that when I was in college in a fraternity, and I just sleep at I just stay at Quality Inn, which is a nice, clean, middle price hotel.
Do you get covered for those expenses too?
Well, we get a per diem, so this is the rest of the story. So we get, and this is the newest price, because I think we started out at $104 back in 2012. So right now, this year we get $119 per diem per day.
Okay.
So what that is, that covers
your
notes,
hotel, everybody.
It covers your meals, it covers everything.
Okay.
And is that on top of your annual salary?
Yeah, that's in the top, and that's on the days that if you vote, then you're going to be paid those per diem days. If you don't register yourself at the Capitol, you're not getting paid those per diem days. Those are only days if you're using expenses outside your house and Jefferson City. So per diem, and so it doesn't. It's 119 sounds maybe like a lot, but there's many days when I've had constituents from Christian County or Greene County that I've bought their dinner at night, and by the time I paid my hotel rate and my own meals,
hotel rates are over $100 a day. I'm
over my 119. So it's not something that you're going to get rich on.
Good hotel.
The other great thing I get is I get 47 cents a mile for my auto. Every mile I use my auto.
That's what I was going to ask. How do you cover transportation? So 47 cents a mile.
Yeah, 47 cents a mile. You're not going to get rich on that.
No, that's just upkeep. Yeah, that's wear and tear.
Are you just using your own personal vehicle to commute?
Yeah. I think yes. I think federal government is
No corporate
is what,
limousine
around
for you.
No, 58 or 60 cents is what federal limits are. So state's 47 right now. So that's not going to get you rich either. You know,
Well, we're
it's just one
talking.
of those things. We put a lot of miles.
We're going to
But I
remind
don't
the
charge
audience.
miles
We
back
got.
to the district.
We're going to remind the audience that we are talking to State Representative Lynn
Lynn
Morris
Morris.
about the expenses and the workload involved, because there were some comments. This is an election year. August 4 is the primary, so you will want to vote August 4 in your local primary.
Yeah.
But the way that works in the state level with Jefferson City, you really do have to realize they have a lot of obligations year-round, and this is State Rep Lynn Morris. How long have you been a state representative, and what are your future plans?
Well, that's a good question. So I was sworn in 2012, elected first term in 2012.
Nice.
It's an 8-year term. I believe in term limits. And so I will be termed out at the end of this year.
All right.
And so that's 8 years. And you can serve 8 years in the House, 8 years in the Senate, but that's the most that you can serve.
Well, you're not
so
a young man, and I know this, but you've been a long-time career businessman. You've done your term limited out. Are you going to improve your golf game, or what are you going to do next?
Going to run for president?
I like public service, so
Okay.
I'm actually running for commissioner for Christian County, Eastern County Commission.
So you want to get right back into things.
I really want to continue to help the county, and I think one term will be all I want to do, but I want to pass it on to the future generations, and we can make our county even greater than it is today.
Well, after being a state representative that long, why do you want to work at the county level locally before you hang it up?
Well, that's where you can have the most effect. You know, a state rep, I really don't have jurisdiction over the county. The county commissioners do.
Okay.
So I want to go back,
That's true.
take care of my
Good
6 grandkids, 16 and under, my 3 children in their 40s,
Yeah.
and all my other friends out there. Whether
How
they're
many
seniors or
grandkids did you
children.
say you have?
I've got 6. I'm blessed.
6
I've got 6
grandkids.
Oh, I thought you
Okay.
said 16.
Yeah.
I was like,
All
whoa.
in my district.
That's good. So
a lot.
you want to serve the county. You're going to be, I guess the August primary is coming right up, so that'll be the,
August 4th, Tuesday.
I guess that's whether or not you make that for the general election in November is all determined coming up Tuesday, August 4th.
Ooh.
Sure.
So
Sure,
that's,
yep. You got to win a
But
primary.
you've
to
been
go for
through
the,
this, you've been through
general.
this before. You've been through several election cycles
So this is your last term that you're on currently right now,
for the
right?
state.
For the state.
Right.
All right.
So right now I'm on an 8-0 record. So I've won two school boards, 2 primaries, and 4 general elections, and this will be my last election. So we'll see how it works out. We'll see what God intends for me to do.
Oh,
So
so
he-
you're
he's
not currently
successfully been-
serving your last term. You are getting ready to be elected for your last term.
He is serving.
No, I'm
He's
serving my last term. I'm
He's
out
still-
for 8 years.
Yep.
2012 to 2020.
Yeah, he's had his
When are you going to run for president?
No.
no bid for
No, I don't want to
president.
be president.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
I think Jim asked. Do you have anybody if that you are endorsing as far as like?
Or can you endorse? Is that
I don't
okay to
know.
do that? Like, do you
No,
share?
I'm not endorsing. No, I don't want to endorse anyone.
Okay.
We got a lot of good people running for different offices, including my own position.
I think you
but,
could endorse yourself
think-
for your own
I don't think
position,
it's
though.
right.
That's all.
Yeah.
It's okay
Yeah,
to
I'm
endorse
endorsing
yourself.
myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I am.
So in this
Other than that,
election
no, I don't.
coming up, you're running for Christian County Commissioner.
Yeah, Eastern
That's correct.
Commissioner.
Okay. So for our Christian County
Yeah,
listeners.
Christian County Eastern Commission covers what area, Lynn? What area does that?
Well, you know what? It's all of Ozark. It's
All of
about,
Ozark.
About 2,000 people in Nixa.
Okay.
It is the east side of 65 Highway, Highlandville. I
Okay.
was just there this morning for 3.5 hours.
Uh-huh.
Down at Saddlebrook, it covers Saddlebrook.
Okay.
It covers Sparta,
Yeah.
Oakwood, Chadwick, Bruner, all the way down to the Ava line.
Down
the
in my
Douglas
neck of
County
the woods.
line. Yeah, go back towards Linden and back towards Rogersville, and it covers the area over there to the Highway 60.
So how many people live in that area?
every county has approximately 40 to 45,000 people.
Wow.
With every
district.
Every district.
Okay, so they divide it according to population.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a little bit over 6 million people in this state.
Okay.
And there's 163 legislators, and if you divide that number, you're going to get between 40 and 45,000.
Okay, so you're dividing up according to population on that part of the county. There's a Western commissioner.
That's actually how they mark the territory.
Okay.
Well, we've got about 150,000 people in Springfield,
at least,
and that's all in Greene County.
Yeah.
So I think it might talk about. I don't know how they
divide it up according to population. So I guess the districts are smaller in Greene County. Would that be true?
Well, so
I mean geographically,
Greene County is bigger. Greene County is bigger than Christian County.
Yes, the
obviously.
population.
So
yes.
Greene County's population for each commissioner does have a bigger population.
Okay.
I'm just talking about a state rep. A state rep has 40 to 45,000. It just happens to be my commissioner is the same route, same territory, same district. Every house in my state rep district is the same house in my commissioner's district.
So
that doesn't work out everywhere.
Okay, so you actually are running for a position that would cover the exact same district as you represent in the state.
Last 8 years, what I've covered is what I'm covering now.
Well, you ought to have name recognition at least. There's several candidates running in your race, so we'd say your name recognition would be there. Whether they like you or not, that's to be determined.
We'll see.
He's out there shaking hands and kissing babies, right?
There you go. Well, there's a lot more work in Jeff City and even on the county level than what people realize. And the county, the commission job, does that pay about the same or more, or does it have more involvement? Or
I don't know.
You don't even check the numbers when you run?
No, I don't. I don't need a job.
In it for the money.
John, I don't need a job. I'm gonna do the job. I don't need the job. I've been blessed, and I don't need a job. But I'm gonna do the job because someone needs to do it and make our county better. But I don't know. I don't know exactly how much it is, but that's not what I run for.
Most people work for money, and they don't do it just to help out. So that's kind of a different perspective. That's something I appreciate about what you're saying, is that you're willing, though you don't need income, you do it for a bigger reason.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome.
That's wonderful.
You guys, you've got a great audience. So very quickly, there's a book called Halftime, written by Buford, B-U-F-O-R-D, B-U-F-O-R-D. And he writes a book called Halftime, Divide Your Life into 4 quarters. At the end of each quarter, there's a little intermission. Just like halftime, you have the biggest intermission. I'm in my 4th quarter of my life. I've been truly blessed. And so your 4th quarter should be about what can you do for other people? What legacy are you going to leave? What can you do? And this is my 4th quarter. I'm blessed. I've got good health. I think I'm going to be around for a while. But I'm now interested in trying to help other people. I've already been helped. Okay.
We're listening and talking on the phone with State Representative Lynn Morris. He has been serving the 140th District, which covers Eastern Christian County, Missouri, for the last since 2012. So now with term limits, he doesn't have that to continue, but he wants to give more time to a term at the Christian County Eastern District Commissioner position, which the primary is August 4th. So if you live in Christian County, you know, he would be one of the candidates if you live on the eastern side of Christian County. But wherever you live, I'd like you to please get out and vote on Tuesday, August 4th.
Yeah. It means, you know, you might think your vote doesn't matter, but you know what? That's not true. It's simply not true.
And especially at the local level, people talk about national politics all the time, but the local level is where things get decided, and that's where it starts.
Just like the election for the presidency is not near as important as the election for the Congress and the Senate.
There's so many
House
things,
and
then as it gets closer to home, like commissioners, things that are right there at the county level, that really impacts your day-to-day life.
These are your go-to guys in government.
What else do you have to say about the question was that politicians get away with all of this money and per diems and all these perks,
pay for play,
and they don't have to work year round. But you're saying you're on call all the time, and you could be called up by the governor is there anything else that you have had to do above and beyond in the last 8 years that people would need to hear about and understand what the commitment level is?
Well, John, I would just say that, when we're not in session, if we weren't being termed out, I mean, what I've done the last 7 years is during the summertime, you're researching and visiting with folks in your district and around Southwest Missouri and trying to figure out what your next bills are that you're going to be filing. You have to study a lot, and you have to do a lot of research.
A lot of reading,
and then
huh?
You studied a lot of reading. You study
Educate.
the other 49 states and see if another state's passed a bill. And then we've come up with bills that nobody's ever come up with before. So you have to work all the time. But I'll just tell you that just if you allow me to, I'm writing a book. So if you really want to know about state government, I'm writing a book. It'll be out next November, November 21.
Okay.
And it's about the good, the bad, the ugly, the good, the bad, and the ugly of Missouri state government.
And that's the
So I'm
title
gonna
of the
tell
book?
That's the title of the book. And
The
it's
good,
gonna
the
be
bad,
very
and the ugly
exciting.
of Missouri state government.
Yeah, good, bad, and the ugly. Yes, sir.
Well,
And
once
so
you're
we're gonna be a
safely
lot
you're safely out of the state office, you got that book coming. That's pretty good. Pretty good. You'll be able to
I
give
think-
the inside.
I think there'll be a lot of people that want to see if their name's in that book.
Will it be available in ebook?
Yeah, we'll see what we can do. I've got a mentor that's helping me write the book, and so I'm pretty excited about it. God led, took notes from the first night, January 5th, 2012, and
Ooh, that's gonna be a
3,000
juicy
pages
piece
of
of
notes
work.
later, I'm writing the book.
That's awesome. Lynn Morris, State Representative, thank you for your time today. We're going to let you go. I know you've got lots to do with this upcoming election coming up, and that's for a local county position of Eastern District Christian County. So, Lynn Morris, thank you again for your time on our show today.
Hey, thank you, guys. God bless you.
God
Take
bless
care.
you too. Thank you.
So that's pretty cool.
Missouri
I mean,
State Representative Lynn Morris.
that's right. We're
He
talking.
didn't really talk a lot about corruption on there.
No, what I wanted him to flesh out the idea that it's not just sitting back and working from January through May and you're done. I wanted the audience to understand there's a lot of research to pass bills, and it goes on, and the governor can call them up at any time.
Yeah.
If they have a special session, they can do that. And they are not. Can you imagine being a truck driver? Have you done that?
I've never been a truck driver,
But
but
you
I've
work
been
in
around.
that industry.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's not easy to go leave your home. It's not like an 8 to 5.
Drive
and you're gone
so many hours, and then
from Monday through Thursday every week from January through May. That's not fun either.
no,
So
it's
that's
tough.
just the beginning.
Yeah,
So
and I tell people that's not, truck driving
it's
life is
an
not for a
easy-
family.
No. So it is tough to be a politician. We make fun of them a lot, but we really don't understand the commitment they give to public service, and it is
Right.
service.
Right.
So all of you out there who hold a public office, thank you for your dedication. Those of you running for public office, thank you for being strong enough and brave enough.
And good luck, and we're
because
praying for
that's
you.
hard to
Yeah.
do. There's
Yeah.
people out there running for some very specific offices that in our state there's a lot of competition. So
Oh, yeah.
there's a lot of people watching this. So August 4th, that's your time, your duty as a registered voter. Get out there and vote August 4th. That's this coming Tuesday.
Yeah. So
How's our time?
our time is we've got 1 minute left.
You like that song? I like that song.
Which song?
That one that you wrote.
Oh, I'm
the name of it?
forgiven.
Yeah, I want to hear that a little bit longer as we get out of here. Because you know what? What's the message of that song?
I am forgiven. By his blood I've been set free. His sacrifice saved my soul.
We
Without
got
his light to show the way, I would fall down in a deep, dark hole.
That's right, because corruption in any level in your life, if you're not a politician, you can still face the corruption. You
Yeah.
want to clean that up.
Our hearts are corrupt without Jesus.
That's right.
We'll listen to a little bit
You've
of
been
it.
listening to The Morning Mouth. I'm Johnny Rooster, your host,
I'm Pastor Matt.
and we're going to just hang out here for a few seconds and listen to some tunes by Pastor Matt. 'Cause I dare you to keep watching.
Well, this is one of the first couple songs that I wrote, Christian-wise. Nails was the other one. That's what I start my show in the morning with.
So
Which
when
you
is
guys
your-
just saw this
You
morning.
guys tune in to the morning drive at 8 a.m.
Yeah,
That is
8 to
with
9.
Matt and Jay.
That's That's how we met. You came on the show a couple times.
That's how the Rooster showed up in the Axe Media world. And here we go, big finish.
All right.
You
Bye,
are forgiven.
everybody. God bless
Take care.
you.
Vote Tuesday, August 4.
See you next week.